Not all exes can be friends. Not all exes can let each other go. Even Kourtney's own sister Chloe says that Kourtney and Scott are dysfunctional at best. But if Kourtney and Scott finally found some kind of balance that lets them both get on with their lives? This report, in the video below, suggests that they have found a way to coexist. Let's hope so, for the sake of their children. For years, Scott and Kourtney were the Kardashian couple. Sure, they had their ups and downs. They never married. 3 of the Kardashians are set to give birth in 2018, which will make Kendall the only member of that family to not have children, but Kourtney got the first, popping out Mason, Penelope, and Rain. By the way, don't even think of pressuring Kendall through tweets or whatever to jump on the baby bandwagon. She's 22 and has an actual career. If she one day decides to reproduce for whatever reason, she can do it when she's good and ready. But, you know how all relationships end in either a breakup or death? Kourtney and Scott finally split. And Scott didn't exactly handle it well. Scott spent the majority of 2017 on what can only be described as a self-destructive bender. He drank. He banged 19-year-old models. He rinsed, in alcohol, and repeated, until the world started to get tipsy just looking at photos of him. Drinking and banging can be fun and all, but there were 3 problems. 1. Scott Disick is a grown man with children, and his celebrity status meant that none of this was a secret. 2. The drinking, in particular, was intensely bad for him. Friends worried that he'd die, he got rushed to the hospital, etc. Big yikes. If he wants to die, that's his business, but not if it means leaving 3 traumatized children emotionally scarred by their father's death. 3. None of this was making him happy, and he probably didn't work wonders for the happiness of the assorted 19-year-old models. But now Scott Disick is dating Sofia Richie, because he and Bieber really have similar taste in gorgeous women. She was, apparently, the right 19-year-old model, though perhaps he didn't realize that when they were together in Cannes. Reports say that he's much mellower now. Well, compared to how he spent this summer. Kourtney didn't exactly pledge herself to a convent. Part of what was getting under Scott's skin, remember how he freaked out when he found out Kourtney was dating? Wasn't just that he and Kourtney were over, but that Kourtney was happy. Kourtney's been dating Jens Benjamin for what now feels like years. He's a hot, much younger model, though he's not 19, at least. The 2 of them have gone on vacations to Egypt together, and make for a beautiful couple. Scott may be a 34-year-old adult, but Kourtney is an actual grown-up. She moved on, like a normal person, without trying to drown herself in booze or teens and without an attention-getting media tantrum. It sounds like things with Jens are really going well. We don't know how far the relationship with the man who was first characterized as a boy toy will end up going, but it sounds like they're both pretty satisfied with where they are. Well, as the below video by E. describes, it sounds like they've achieved a balance, which will hopefully mean that Scott won't be freaking out anymore about Kourtney and Jens. He has his hands full with Sofia. We're speaking metaphorically. Get your head out of the gutter. And he's reportedly told a friend that he's in love. That would fit with vague little hints that Scott and Sofia might elope, but let's hope that they won't rush into things. And apparently he and Kourtney are just coexisting, like a pair of mature adult exes who both love their children.